What's up, everybody? It's Perkins here. I just didn't want to start off in my room because I feel like everybody does that, and I'm trying to do something different. But while we're out here, this is, my nice house. Got all that in there. Look at that. That's what a VA loan can buy you. So what I plan on doing is I plan on making a video about how to use a VA loan and how I can help you out get that. Here I am, I'm back. I had to take off my glasses because the way my lighting is set up in my room, the glare just wasn't suiting me, so the glasses had a lot of glare. Yes, I do have a lazy eye, if you don't notice that, but that's not the main point. What I want to talk about is about how shitty my first video was. Like, it's my first video. I'm going to try to learn, watch other people's channels, see how they talk and produce themselves, so that way I can seem more natural. But let's get on. And if you're looking and you're interested in real estate, here's like some 5 tips that you should take into consideration when you do real estate. When you first get started and you start going to school, it's very hard to start as a real estate agent to just go out and have people knock on doors and start it off like that. So they always say that if you don't quit your job until you actually, create pretty much a fan base. You'd say your clients are your fan base because they're just going to keep referring you people if they like your services. But a way to get ahead of that is that the military helped me out a lot, because all I have to do is I talk to people on my ship and I tell them, hey, look, it is a very good investment to buy your house in California, because the reason is that most houses, they start about, $350,000, right? Depending on the neighborhood, how much other properties are selling for, you can actually make a lot of money. So the whole point is to get my military people to use their VA loan to buy a house, so when they're ready to leave, they're going to be able to sell their house and take about, $80,000 with them, because they're going to be stationed out here for, I'd say, 3 to 5 years. And why not? If they're going to be paying $1,900, $2,000 for rent anyways, why not buy a house with the VA loan? Because there's no money down, so it's super cost efficient for them. And when they end up leaving, they'll probably end up selling it for about $70,000, $80,000 more than what they got it for. And that's where they just started taking equity. So this is why buying a house is really good. For all you people that aren't in the military, there's other ways you can invest in your house too. However, it's like, so your FHA loan, you can get that, which requires like 2.5% down on a house rather than 20%. It just makes it more affordable for you. So if you're interested in how to buy your first house and you think that you don't have a lot of money, check out your FHA loans, go down to the bank. I'm going to be learning about it, so if you have questions, just comment down below and I'm going to hop right on there and talk to you guys. I'm going to be really active with you guys, so that way I'm not just a person talking on a video. I actually give you information, and all that information comes from a broker who is my mentor, who used to be in the military as well. So he's pretty cool. I like him. He helps out a lot, and I just go with him. I get out of work, I go with him probably like 2-3 hours, and he trains me on what he's doing and how he creates his business and stuff like that, because the overall goal as a real estate agent is to not just be somebody's bitch, pretty much, nonetheless. You don't want to be, so with a real estate agent, you're obviously your own person, you make up your own hours, and you do what you want. However, the overall goal as a real estate agent is to create your own brokerage or your own business, known as. So that way you hire agents under you, and what happens is when they fund deals, the money has to go through the brokerage, because you're the qualified personnel to transfer money like that. I'm not really, like I said, I'm still learning, so I'm not sure how brokerage works, so I'm going to have to look up more information on that or ask about it. But I know that if you want to own your own business, become a broker, and it makes it a lot easier for you to fund deals. Anyways, as I was saying, it's just a great deal to buy your house. Like, if you're in a good neighborhood, good housing, and you can look up all this information on Redfin, Zillow, the Realtor app, like, there's a lot of things out there for you to help understand more about real estate. and how it can help you. And you can actually, I think, realtor, if you type in your state and stuff like that, it will show you the housing market for your state at what prices most houses are selling at for, or the average of that state's selling price. Like, I'm from Ohio. What I plan on doing is with my house, because once you pay down your balance and you have all this equity built up, you refinance that and becomes a line of credit, so it's tax free. And what happens is that I'm going to use that money to buy real estate in Ohio, because I can buy a $70,000 house free and clear in Ohio and just make a return profit. I mean, rent's only about $850 for those houses, but it's like 3-bed, 1-bath with actual like backyards. So I'll make about, deducting all the expenses, probably a $600 profit on this place, and I actually own it. I'll make money back. So then once the real estate market goes up in Ohio more, I'll be able to sell that, make a profit off that as well. So moral of the stories is, this is how you can get started. If you're really interested in real estate and you start actually taking a job and you take it serious, just ask people about houses. Like, be knowledgeable about what you're talking about and how buying a house is beneficial to them. Most states, I mean, renting is a lot better than buying, but it's not really true. I mean, the only reason most people don't buy houses is because their credit score doesn't allow them to. The credit score is just like messed up. So what happens is people are only able to rent, and therefore they're not able to buy houses. But that's where we as real estate investors can make our money, because people are now trying to build up their credit and they want to rent. So that way, when they do apply for a loan, most people get loans about, when they turn about 30 for the start the first house. But if you start younger and you actually learn at a younger age, you're able to build up an investing strategy. You're able to build up. You're not late in life pretty much at starting buying your house, and you're starting to get into it, because at 30 years, I mean, you're still young and you still have a lot to do. But at least as a younger, like in your 20s, you're able to grow from there. And by the time you're 40, you have about 20 years experience from starting out from right here. And probably in that 20 years, you've done everything is done correctly, and you actually do your due diligence on all your work and all your information, you're going to be a very successful person. That is just how it is. You have to dedicate time to it. They say if you average about 60 hours a week on real estate, you can probably make about 80 grand a year. But I mean, it just depends on how often you're out there trying to get your deals, and if you're a buyer or seller. And me, what I did is I just talked to people on the ship, and I tell them that it's smart to invest in real estate out here. Well, use their VA loan to buy a house, because they're just going to make a profit when they end up leaving. So instead of paying $2,000 for rent, they can pay $2,000 for a house. When they leave, they can sell the house and make money off it. Like, it's just a smart deal. So right now I have about 5 people on my ship that are in my houses. So as soon as I get my real estate license, this year I should sell about 5 houses. And what happens is, after I sell 5 houses, I'm gonna give myself a high five, because it's gonna be great. And each deal that I do, I'll break down what I did and how I was able to help them out, because you don't want to be the real estate agent that just wants to push people in the house, like, oh yeah, this is a great house for you, buy this house. Because if they buy that house and they end up don't liking the house, you're not gonna get any referrals. No one's gonna be like, oh, go to this real estate agent, he helps you out. Like, no, you're not gonna get real estate agents. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get more, which would say, clients. So definitely, when you're a real estate agent, don't just try to throw houses at people. Actually talk to them about it. If it's a house that you would actually buy yourself, throw that in there. Talk about things that are knowledgeable about the house, like the type of house it is, like a 1-story house with an attached garage. Garage is known as a ranch. So if you know stuff like that and you explain to them and you actually do your numbers and your values, you're going to help them out tremendously. And they're going to appreciate your help, because you're not getting them in a bullshit deal. And what happens is that they like your services. And for me, being in the military, they're always going to be on a ship with new people, and you just offer them referral money or whatever, and hey, you know, you get this person to come to me and they buy a house from me, I'll give you money for it. And that's just how you make your how would you say that? That's how you make your clientele, pretty much. So if you have 5 people and I tell all 5 people the same thing, at least 2 people, 3 people from those 5 people will get a referral. And then you just start building it up like that, and you start building, and this is how you start making business that goes way more in depth. So that's just a couple tips in there. And I'm working on organizing my videos more, so that way I'm not just like jumping around. I want to make it to where, and the way I could help with that is that if you guys ask me questions and research that you guys want me to do and actually be knowledgeable in it, just leave a comment down below. Like I said, I'm going to be following, reading them, and doing as much as I can to respond. But as I said, I'm in the Navy, so this year I'm going to be going out to sea a lot. So if I'm not responding as much, is because I'm out to sea and I obviously can't make videos out there because the internet's horrible. But just know that I'm here for you guys. Like, I want to show you that we can actually start, you know, at the bottom. I don't want to try to make YouTube videos after I've already made about $1 million. Like, you guys are like, oh, well, how do I know you didn't start from this type of, with this money anyway? So I just want to show you guys that it is possible. It's something that we can do. So hopefully my goal in 5 years is to own, I'd probably say 2 houses free and clear, and probably 3 rental properties. So the 2 houses obviously will be rental properties, but 3 houses will be loan based. So I'll be able to draw out equity on that, and that's where people become like, what would you say, $1 million equity investments, pretty much. I don't know how to explain that. But I hope all goes well, guys. And then, like I said, if you have more questions, leave comments below. All you need to do is like, hit the bell button, so that way when I upload new videos, if you like commented, and I'm gonna try to actually make it to where, like I said, respond to you guys better in videos and answer any questions that you may have. Okay, so this is me signing out.